ongoing in Miami. A lot of Celtics fans made it down there to South Florida. And we welcome in Stephen A. Smith now to the program. Stephen A., I appreciate you being with us late. I know the alarm goes off early for First Take in the morning. I'm interested in what you thought of the end game, because I applaud Miami's ability to continue to fight back, right? To continue to try to erase those double-digit deficits. In the end, though, Boston had to survive a Jimmy Butler miss that could have put them behind. I wonder what you were seeing in those last 3.5 minutes.
Well, on one hand, there was a level of sympathy for Jimmy Butler because he was absolutely exhausted. Played practically every minute of this game, didn't get any rest whatsoever. We know that he wasn't 100%, and he gave it all he got. Even though a 2 would have tied it, you got the impression that he launched that 3, SVP, because he didn't want it to go to overtime, because he knew he didn't have anything left. So guess what? I'm going to try to win it right here, right now, while I've got this opportunity. And obviously the ball didn't go in the basket. In the case of the Boston Celtics, on one hand, you want to give them major props. Once again, coming on the road. They went on the road to Milwaukee in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. They came on the road after blowing Game 6 at home and pulled out of Game 7. You want to give them props. But my God, talk about a team that tried to give it away. Yep. How on earth is Marcus Smart taking the last 5 shots of the game for the Boston Celtics? And you just saw a level of inefficiency over the last 3 minutes or so that was incredibly alarming. And you found yourself saying, boy, they lucky they're playing a depleted Miami team, because that usually is not going to cut it.
I hear you, and I agree.
How about them damn Celtics, man? How about them damn Celtics?
There we go. Cornbread.
Yeah,
Cornbread Maxwell. You know how that is.
Tell Big Sen to keep his poise here. Well, I understand. Hey, look, they're excited. A lot of Boston fans there are. I've had coaches and players tell me, Stephen A., that holding on to a lead is one of the most difficult things, because you don't play the same way you played when you built the lead. But at the same time, man, you can't let that get to a point where a 3 could have put you behind. Having said all of that, they survived to play another day. This young nucleus, this young ball. Go ahead.
I'm saying that's exactly where I was with it. The fact of the matter is, once they got up about 11 points, they started playing not to lose instead of continuing to play their game. Just slow the ball down, milk the clock, and make sure the ball is in the hands of people that you're going to look to close for you. That's not what the Boston Celtics did. And so I thought that they almost gave this game away. They made it far more interesting than it needed to be, but they got it done, and that's why they're going to the finals.
It's late lots of places. It's early on South Beach, but that alarm's going to go off early. You behave yourself, young man. We'll see you tomorrow morning on First Take, all right?
Somehow I think I'll be all right.
I know you will. I know you will. You're a professional.